A quick back to basics on how to use your pfSense router at home with the firewall rules to block some undesirable traffic. So let's say that, which is the case, that you have some malicious traffic that you detect with your QReader going to these particular addresses, right? These are anonymous. QReader told me these are anonymized or IP, so I detected that. I want to not only clear the infection, but I want to put a rule here to block that. So the orders are evaluated from top to bottom. The first rule in here is by default in pfSense, and this blocks like 172.16.16, like 10.10. And what is called the RFC 1918 network. So it's in IPs that should not be routable, prevent them from being on the one. And the second one is, IPs that are known to be bogus, so those are blocked by default. Then if none of those are hit, then we continue to the next rules, and this particular rule says if something is communicating from this anonymizer IP, that's the source, into anything in my network, block that, as you see here. So let's actually go into the menu quickly here. So the actions you can do are pass, block, or reject. There's a controversy that on whether reject is better than block. Reject basically tells the end party that the traffic, the sending party, that traffic has been rejected. Some people think that that is giving the attacker more information, etc. But for this particular case, block or reject blocks the same. So you can, once you have rules defined, you can disable them. You can specify in which network segment you want. This is on the one, of course. Whether you want to do it IPv4, IPv6, in this case it was IPv6. What type of protocol? You can put any here. And you can put on the, in case of that malicious IP, you can put everything, IPv4 and IPv6. And here the source, you specify single host, and you specify the IP address of the particular malicious IP, and you specify with and see that range. So if it's just one, you put whatever IP is /24. And if you want to make a rule more specific that is between this source and this destination, you can actually play that as well. Now, if you have the need for blocking, let's say a country, I don't do any business with China. I don't want to see any IP from China coming. There is an extension, an app in pfSense called PS Blocker NG. So you find it here on the firewall, PS Blocker NG. I installed the package. You need to, as we have shown in other videos, you need to add that free component into it. I have it disabled here. But the idea, well, first of all, the idea here is that they say I want to block everything coming from China. So you can actually specify those. Now, this can break things, because some IPs, let's say all these, particularly Amazon and Microsoft, are buying IPv4 address wherever they find it, and there might be some available in China, so they use it for normal businesses. You don't want to block those. So, and this thing has a system for updating those that data, but be aware that you can actually block things, legitimate traffic, that is, by using this package. But this is one of the very many options available in pfSense, in which you can go crazy and say, well, I want to block any traffic from a particular region.